Well, joining us now is Rabbi Marc Schneier, president of the Foundation for Ethnic Understanding and a longtime leader in Muslim-Jewish dialogue. He's advised Gulf leaders, and he's also helped pave the way or the path forward for the original Abraham Accord. So, Rabbi, this summit has already made headlines with that hot mic moment. But do you think that President Prabowo's presence in Egypt earlier this week signals something bigger about Indonesia's role in Middle East peace and whether it's actually on that path towards normalizing ties with Israel?
Well, I've been on this path with Indonesia since 2015, when I was invited as the guest of then President Widodo to deliver a series of lectures in Jakarta and to celebrate the publication of my book with Imam Shamsi Ali, Sons of Abraham, that President Widodo then had that book translated into Indonesian. So it would be of tremendous, tremendous significance and importance if the world's largest Muslim population, there are more Muslims in Indonesia than the entire Middle East, if we could see that normalization of relations with the Jewish state of Israel.
You've said Indonesia could be the next country to normalize ties with Israel, but what makes this moment different from past opportunities? Is there actually a chance in this given moment?
I believe there is a real chance. Most recently, in President Subianto's address at the UN, he spoke about the need to recognize, to respect the state of Israel, to guarantee its security. Now, the caveat, which is a similar caveat that has been expressed by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and other Arab nations, that they would like to see the establishment, the creation of a Palestinian state. But the fact that Indonesia has offered 20,000 troops to join this international stabilization force in Gaza is a very, very positive step in the right direction.
You know, finally, given the overlap that we're seeing between politics, between religion, and now business interests, clearly with what we see happening with the U.S. administration, what would genuine reconciliation between Israel and Indonesia actually look like? And what would it mean for the broader Muslim world as a whole?
Well, I think you would need to see that kind of reconciliation not only from a political point of view, but from a business point of view. Great opportunities for both Indonesians and Israelis. And first and foremost, from an interreligious point of view. As I've often said on this program, Muslims and Jews, there are no two other religions that have more in common. And not only must we celebrate our common faith, but also our common fate and how our single destiny must strengthen our bonds of concern, compassion, caring for each other. If we could bring into the Abraham Accords the country that is host to 225 million Muslims, how that will resonate and reverberate throughout the Islamic world.
All right, Rabbi, I'd like to thank you so much for joining us and giving us your insight.
Thank you.